So we've got 7th house. This is the house of partnerships, but it's also the house of relationships. This is normally your committed relationship, your close personal one-on-one relationships. So it's normally your partner, or if you're married, or it could be somebody that you've been committed to for a long time, but it can also be about a business partnership that you may have. And it's also the lower courts come in with this. So now with Chiron coming in, and you've got Sekhmet be strong. All of these are yellow colors, so and possibly orange. So this is all about your solar plexus chakra, which is all about your will, your confidence. You know, it's your willpower. It's how you go about things. It's it's your sort of energy to initiate things. It's your will. So now, with Chiron healing, this is very much about obtaining healing in some way, shape, or form. So it seems to me that in your relationship house, something is coming up. Again, possibly. Now, this may be a repeated cycle from past lives with your person or with your business partnership, or it could be something that has happened before in this lifetime, whenever it was. You know, so whether it makes you uncomfortable, this feeling when it comes up or when the situation arrives. It makes you uncomfortable because it feels like, oh no, this is happening again, or this situation is coming up again to be dealt with. Always Chiron is about that. Chiron is about obtaining healing, but it's through wisdom through pain. So what it is, it's normally that you've got a wound, whether you've come into this lifetime with the wound or whether this is something that's developed during this current lifetime, whether it's with this person or with somebody else or this business relationship or some other situation. It's got like a bit of an echo, or it may be a repeat situation, different circumstances, different people, however it plays out, but it's a repeat situation. So that can come in with the Chiron healing. It's about obtaining the healing for this. But in order to do this, you've really got to open up that wound, whatever it may be. Now, this in some cases can be a physical wound, but it's normally an emotional wounding. And this can come about through many different circumstances. But it's about not suppressing that wound or closing it over or trying to ignore it any longer. Or whatever the situation is, whatever is coming up, you need to open it up, get it into the light, acknowledge that there's a problem. There's something that needs to be dealt with around the situation. So don't be afraid. Open it up, get the light in, have a look at it, and accept that it's had a place in your life. All right. So this repeated circumstance or this feeling, whatever the wounding is, or whatever the situation is, it needs to come into the light. And once you've got it into the light, it loses that power, because now you're looking at it directly. You're not ignoring it. You're not suppressing it. You're not running away from it. You're actually facing it head on. And let the light in. Let the light in on it. If you need somebody to assist you, then find someone who can assist you with this process. But it can be done entirely on your own. And, you know, in conjunction with the person related to this. So get it out. Have a look at it and deal with it, and apply forgiveness. This can be, you don't have to condone other people's behavior. You know, this is about getting acceptance for the situation and forgiving yourself and forgiving your energy that has been sort of stuck there from a past experience. As I said, whether it's from a past life or from this life, whatever the situation is, it's something that has not ever been dealt with properly. So get it out, deal with it properly, face it, and bring the light in and apply forgiveness. So in other words, you apply forgiveness to the situation, you let go, you release that energy because you've looked at it, you've accepted it, that it's had a place in your life, and then you can release it. And then your energy is no longer trapped in that situation, going round and round, waiting for another time in your life to reappear. And this process is wonderfully freeing because it also gives you a key, which is the symbol for Chiron. It's a key for obviously helping yourself, but also for helping others who may be going through a similar situation, whether you take it on as a profession and you're actually helping others, whether it's the youth or your to do with relationships or whatever it may be. So, you know, it's an opportunity to help others, whether it's through professionally or just assisting others, or whether it's you might be able to assist a friend or somebody else that you know that's going through a similar situation. It really does give you, it's empowering. Okay. Also, this is about nature, getting out into nature, spending time in nature. So during this process that's occurring, make sure that you are grounded, that you are connecting with nature in some form. It can also be about using natural therapies to assist you, whether this is naturopathy, homeopathy, chiropractic, or some other method, natural remedies. Any kind of natural medicine comes in with this, but also the medicinal field as well. Any part of that may come in, whether this is you understanding how to apply it for yourself and helping others the same way, or whether you're just understanding it and the application of it for your particular situation, but it can help you. So find someone else to help you if you can. Some of the remedies are multiple layered, especially in homeopathy. They can help you with a great many different layers of yourself to assist you to move forward, especially if you're letting go of something which has been painful for you for a long period of time. So all natural things come in with this. So staying close to nature, but using natural medicine to assist you. But it really is about obtaining healing from something which has been long buried, or something that has never been dealt with properly the first time round. And you need to actually go back to the original time, or the first time that you noticed it, or the first time that it happened. Examine the situation around there, and come up with, understand it. Understand why it's had a place in your life. Everything is a learning experience. That's why you're here. Everything is a learning experience, and you just come out of it better, wiser, more equipped, and then you can free yourself and move on. This is why you have Sekhmet Be Strong as well. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So this is about having courage to deal with the situation, to actually get it out in the open and acknowledge it and do the forgiveness and release it, so that your energy is not trapped there all the time, because this can drain you. This can drain you your entire life, especially if it keeps happening again and again. It's like a repeated situation. So to have the courage to face it, to deal with it, have a victorious mindset, have a mindset of actually coming out positively in the situation. And if you find a natural therapy or a remedy, or somebody who's equipped to assist you in some way, whether it's medicinally or through its natural therapies or natural medicines or whatever it may be, somebody who's equipped, who's qualified to assist you. You may have a few naysayers or skeptics around you who are saying, oh, that'll never work or whatever. You just try. You just go quietly in your own way and find different ways, do different things, find a way, and ignore the naysayers and the skeptics, or whatever the situation is here in your seventh house. Because if you have a positive mindset and you speak positively about things, and that is what you will manifest. And this is what this card is all about. It's about manifesting positive things. Let go of victim mindsets, or any sort of poverty consciousness or poor me's. You want to be victorious. You want to see yourself in a victorious light. So this is what this card is all about. Do all you can to build up your solar plexus, your confidence levels. Do whatever you can to boost that for yourself, so that you can tackle whatever is coming up in here and aim for a positive outcome. Compassion is also going to come in here. It may come in a number of times, but this is also about whoever else is involved in the situation, but also have compassion for yourself. All right. As I said, everything in life is a learning experience, everything. So all the wisdom that you gain, everything that you learn, everything that you understand from the situation, all gets recorded in the Akashic records for yourself and for others. Other people can also access that information for their own helpfulness, So everything is a learning experience. It's all about understanding life and your place in life, and that means having compassion for yourself and for others, so that you can release yourself. Because if you bear a lot of resentment or grudges or have deep-seated issues about things that never get resolved, this is when Chiron comes in, because it's going to keep coming up until you deal with it. So you need to release your energy from that. Don't let it get trapped there and create a loop, which is difficult to get out of the older you get. Now, we've also got, obviously, as I said, whatever affects your seventh house affects your first house as well. So the first house is your physical body. So this is why you've got the natural remedies, natural therapies, medicinal applications, whatever that may be. Spending time in nature, very, very important, or using natural means to assist you, whether that's taking breaks in nature, walking in nature, going by the sea, whatever it takes for you to help yourself. So first house is always about the body, the physical body, your radiance, your life force, your chi, your energy level, what you're promoting, what you're projecting outwards. And it's also actually the physical body, any sort of physical woundings also appear here. Sometimes you get a physical wounding which has actually got an emotional manifestation. So explore all that as well. So first house is also about what you're projecting outwards to others. So it could be that you have in the past been projecting some sort of negativity, whether it's a poverty consciousness or whether it's a poor me or a sort of like a like a losing kind of way of projecting yourself. In other words, this is happening to me again. This always happens to me, or whatever it is. Think about what you're saying. Think positively, speak positively, and that is what you will manifest. All right. So it could be that you're changing some aspect of what you're projecting outwards, because you want to bring positive circumstances, positive people, positive experiences to you. You want to draw positive learning experiences towards you. Okay. So it's all about that, what you are projecting, what other people are seeing when they meet you or when they see you. What are you projecting outwards, okay? And it's also about your own particular interests, your own self-oriented interests, whether this is a gym routine or whether it's a makeover, or whether you are changing some aspect of how you look, or, your physical fitness or just your health in general, whatever it may be. It's your self-oriented interests, okay, and related to the physical body. So what you are projecting outwards, what people are picking up, your personality, your sort of habits and so on, this is all coming in with the first house. So now it's saying here that you've got your destiny coming in. So what this is saying is that this is whatever you're going through here is important for you. It's part of your destiny. It's part of your life path. It's something that you've chosen for yourself. It's an experience that you've chosen for yourself to go through. It's a learning experience. And you might just find that, as I said, with the Sekhmet be strong, you may have a few people around you who are not supportive or who just don't see what you see in this situation. Okay. But what it's saying is that's completely fine for a Yod aspect to be in your life. This is about being different from the rest. You may be a black sheep in the family, or you may just be different. You may just be feeling different from others. You may just be out of step with others that you're used to being around, or other people that have been in your life. You may just be on a different sort of rhythm to others. And that's quite normal with this. What this does is it actually puts you in a position where you are like that. You are feeling different or feeling apart from others in some way, or you are you can't expect to receive good advice or any kind of support while you are on this particular path, whatever it may be, whether it's a physical routine or whether it's to do with something with your persona, what you're projecting to others now. Perhaps you're undergoing a big shift there. It's saying that this is your path and your path alone. Only you are going to walk this, okay? And so it's got a kind of a pioneering aspect to it. It's about, doing things in your own way, and in your own time. And in some cases, it may be that you've been doing something alone or in secret or away from others. It could be that. But the path will not be clear. It won't be easy. You won't have everything laid out for you, and you may not have others along the way, being able to guide you in some way. This is about accessing your own guidance, okay, your own inner GPS. That's what this is about. So once you access that, you will get all the guidance you need, and this will come from internally, which is always the very best way. Connect to God internally. Don't connect through external means. Do it within yourself, and you can't go wrong. Listen to your heart, and that will guide you. This is about following, as I said, quite a unique path, or a different path, or just a path that is different from others. So you may not have a sounding board. You may not have other means of gauging where you are, what's happening. But it's unique to you. It's important that you walk it. You won't be able to avoid it. It's destiny. It's fate. And this is something important that you need to do. It's something that you've lined up for yourself. And as long as you follow your inner guidance, you will get to the other side. There is success on the other side of this. This is going to teach you incredible inner strength, and you're going to learn a lot during this process. So it's very valuable experience that you're going to be going through. But just keep keep going along your path. Listen to your inner guidance, and just keep following step by step as you are guided, and you will get there to the other side.